dying in Vietnam that they could not vote, could not drink. The will of the people demanded that these young boys, 18 years old, dying on the battlefield of Southeast Asia, be allowed to at least vote. You know how long that took to get it ratified in the Constitution and passed? You guess? 3 months. Took 3 months. And that should make people feel good, because when the will of the people is that strong, man, it can pop like popcorn.
I did want to say, at the beginning of our conversation, you said we had no goal. You said we didn't have goals.
Yeah. Well, what kind of... I do need one person to report back. Oh, Lindsay? Oh, she doesn't? Well, who hadn't spoken before the assembly yet? In this group, somebody come on, I've spoken. Who has not spoken? You were here the whole time. Will you speak? Here's our speaker. Can I just comment on the representation? I think it's important that we not allow
Well, you also don't necessarily...
Would you mind make a closing announcement going over what the actual porta-john hours are, because not everybody is...
Yeah, I know. I was planning already talking to that.
Okay, and then...
when you get a minute, I'd like to speak to you about this.
Absolutely.
I have been talking to them, and I got some ideas. Cool. I am on stack.
Oh, you are on stack.
Does anybody know when Veterans Day is?
No idea.
Does it work?
Yeah, it works.
How about instead of American Idol, we have American politicians? Vote for them, let's get up there and get them out, get the ones call page.
So, but that battery's fully charged right now. So. Yeah.
And get rid of the electoral college. Well, that's what we're in our smaller houses, more than anything. I got you.
Okay, are you sure?
Look, I don't know. Everyone. Good group, guys. Good group. I like you.
We're waiting till the other facilitator gets back to the bathroom in time.
Occupy the free part. Remove second extract.
I don't know if Vance does not.
Oh, I think it's also
Talk about the Vance.
It's easier than playing yourself. No, I got it. That's fine.
Yeah, we had that conversation. She's like, yeah, I think that. You got that button from? Yeah. You know that? I guess I didn't hear that. I heard that sounds like this looking.
That's mine.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I know she's. Yeah, there she is.
so good for you.
I know. She's back.
No.
And of course, because I'm always the Cherokee,
So-
the rest of the female.
So when should we,
Are you okay on plugging in?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
so okay.
Yeah, pretty good.
Mic check!
Excited.
Mic check! Can the facilitation team come down here, please?
Can the facilitation team come down here, please? I'll be checking the vibes of the smokers apparently.
When you guys want to call? Mic check. Mic check. The General Assembly. Will be meeting. In 2 minutes. Please keep the railings clear. Thank you.
At this time, we're going to have report backs. From working groups. If you have a report to give, we have a report to give. Okay, and if you want to do soapbox, at the end of the General Assembly, please see Adam with the green shirt. He will put you on stand. For soapbox.
Yes. I think it's about 2 minutes.
Okay, mic check. We're going to be beginning General Assembly. So please move down. Make it easier to hear. Unless you're smoking. Then you're free to stay in the back. Please space on the railings. For people who want to walk up and down the stairs. I already announced once, but if you didn't hear, we'll have soapbox. After the General Assembly. If you want to be on the soapbox. Please see Adam. In the green shirt. He will put you on staff. Right now we're going to have reports. From the working groups. The facilitation working group
had a really great training.
And
you're going to be seeing a lot of new faces. Up here, which is exciting. Also, we dealt with an issue. Regarding consensus. That will come up as a proposal. Tomorrow. To clarify some things.
Devin with logistics.
Want to make one more thing clear about the porta potties? They're only to be used. 10 p.m.
From 10 p.m.
6 a.m.
to 6 a.m.
Other times. There are businesses around us. Bus station down the street.
that are available. Do we have anyone from Outreach? Here we go.
I'm Bill from Outreach. We had a brief gathering. Talked mainly about the availability of David Cobb to come to
We
speak.
talked. So start that again.
We talked about David Cobb. And I don't remember what he speaks about. David Wells.
I don't remember what he speaks about. David Wells.
Can describe his thesis.
David Cobb has been instrumental in passing local legislation on amending the Constitution to ban corporate personhood. He wants to do a presentation here. Hopefully in the beginning of 2012.
If you have any more questions, just come holler at me.
If you have any more questions, just come holler at me.
And David will be getting in touch
And David will be getting in touch
to schedule a date.
to schedule a date.
One other thing came up
One other thing came up
that I could either report on here
that I can report on here
or on Soapbox.
or on Soapbox.
It has to do with Tennesseans for Fair Taxation,
It has to do with Tennesseans for fair taxation,
planning an event for next Saturday the 12th.
planning an event for next Saturday, the 12th.
What's your pleasure, now or later?
Go ahead.
Go ahead and do it.
Soapbox.
Is this soapbox?
Yeah, whenever you're after this.
No, do it now or let's
Oh,
we have
no. On soapbox, yeah.
do it during Soapbox.
Thank you.
There was also
Also,
a veterans working group.
a veterans working group.
Do they have a representative?
Do they have a representative?
Or a report? Or a report. Okay, they aren't here. Anyone else?
Hello. Direct action.
Direct action.
Today we talked about coming events. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
We're going to meet here.
We're going to meet here
About 10:30 in the morning.
at 10:30 in the morning.
We'll be going to Bank of America.
We'll be going to Bank of America,
Regions Bank.
Regions Bank,
First Tennessee Bank.
First Tennessee Bank,
To educate people
to educate people
about the banks
about the banks
and encourage them
and encourage them
to move their money.
to move their money.
We have in the works
We have in the works
some events for Thursday and Friday.
some events for Thursday and Friday.
There'll be more information on that
There'll be more information on that
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Saturday.
Saturday,
We'll be having a teach-in
we'll be having a teach-in
about Corrections Corporation of America,
about Corrections Corporation of America,
which is a private prison company,
which is a private prison company,
and we want to educate everybody about them.
and we want to educate everybody about them.
So that'll be happening after the GA.
So that'll be happening after the GA,
Thank you, that one.
which is at 1.
Sunday,
Sunday,
there's a Mayor's 5K run
there's a Mayor's 5K run
at 2 p.m.
at 2 p.m.
We are planning on handing out water
We are planning on handing out
to
water
the runners
to the runners
at Public Square Park.
at Public Square Park.
So we're working on a water station
So we're working on a water station
and logistics for that.
and logistics for that.
Then finally on Monday,
We
we will be going to CCA,
will be going to CCA,
perhaps having a human auction
perhaps having a human auction
to represent
to represent
what they are doing to the prison population.
what they are doing to the prison population.
That's at 4 p.m.
That's at 4 p.m.
We're going to meet here earlier.
We're going to meet here earlier.
And there'll be more about that this coming week.
There'll be more about that this coming week.
And I love you all.
And I love you all.
All right. So that is the end of announcements.
That is the end of the announcement.
We're going to move into conclusions and then soapbox.
We're going to move into conclusions and
Soapbox.
And conclusions.
We have some words.
We have some words
From Lauren.
from Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren.
Hi,
Lauren.
All right, this is a quote from Will Campbell,
This is a quote from Will Campbell,
a fellow Tennessean
a fellow Tennessean
and a preacher active in the civil rights movement.
and a preacher active in the civil rights movement.
Here he is writing about
Here he is writing about
not being able to keep a job
not being able to keep a job
in religious and academic institutions
in religious and academic institutions
because they didn't allow him free speech.
because they did not allow him free speech.
Later on, he reckoned
Later on, he reckoned
that what he was really looking for
that what he was really looking for
was someone to pay him to do and say
someone to pay him to do and say
what he wanted to do and say.
what he wanted to do and say.
Slowly he learned
Slowly he learned
that that isn't freedom.
that isn't freedom.
That freedom is not something
That freedom is not something
you find or someone gives you.
you find or someone gives you.
It's something you assume.
It's something you assume.
And then you wait
And then you wait
for someone to come
for someone to come
and take it away from you.
and take it away from you.
The amount of resistance you put up
The amount of resistance you put up
is the amount of freedom you will have.
is the amount of freedom you will have.
Go forth and resist.
Go forth and resist.
All right. So we're about ready to move into soapbox. These will not be facilitated,
These will not be facilitated,
but they are stacked.
but they are stacked.
Before we do that,
Before we do
I
that,
would like to make a quick announcement.
I'd like to make a quick announcement.
That if during this time,
And
or
if
after-
during this,
if during this time, you would like to see this wonderful woman,
If you'd like to see this wonderful woman,
I'll just say maybe by the Tennessee flag.
maybe by the Tennessee flag,
Stacy.
Stacy,
For a Nancy Griffith video.
for a Nancy Griffith video.
Feel free to do so now.
We feel so now.
Stay for soapboxes.
or stay for first we have Ben. I don't have much to say. I'll keep it relatively brief.
I don't have much to say.
Mic off.
Mic off.
I got a loud voice. It's cool. I have noticed we're kind of letting our cleaning up after ourselves fall by the wayside. We all need to look out for each other. Sometimes you drop things, but if you see a piece of trash, in the immortal words of the Aquabats, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Thank you.
Mic check.
Mic check.
There's a few people
There's a few people
I
I
want to speak on behalf of.
want to speak on behalf of.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
they could not be here today.
they could not be here today.
They're at CCA,
They're at CCA,
not in an office working,
not in an office working,
in the prison.
in the prison.
Some of these people committed crime.
Some of these people committed crime.
They served, let's say, a year.
They served, let's say, a year.
But then they committed an inside crime at CCA.
Then they committed an inside crime at
Then
CCA.
it's 5 years.
Then it's 5
Then
years.
it's 10 years.
Then it's 10 years.
I know their children.
I know their children.
Because in the shadows of the Titan Stadium
When the shadows of the Titan Stadium
is the juvenile detention center.
is the juvenile detention
I
center.
spent some years
I spent some years
talking to their sons,
talking to their sons,
talking to their daughters,
talking to their daughters,
feeling like
feeling like
they have no future.
they have no
So
future.
they're going to do the same thing.
So they're going to do the same thing.
The system isn't working.
The system is not working.
They are part of the 99%.
They are part of the 99%.
So please participate in any way you can.
So please participate in any way you can.
On Monday the 14th,
On Monday the
in the
14th,
protest,
in the protest,
the auction
auction
of human lives,
of human lives,
because that's what happened
because that's what
at
happened
CCA.
at CCA.
Woo!
John?
John, you need somebody to read that for you? You got somebody or you need somebody? Need somebody?
Mic check. Just an intro.
Just an intro.
Tennesseans for Fair Taxation
Tennesseans for fair taxation
has an invitation
to
publish an op-ed in the Tennessean
publish an op-ed in the Tennessean
relating to our idea
related to our idea
of bringing more individuals and organizations to Legislative Plaza
bringing more individuals and organizations to Legislative Plaza
on Saturday the 12th.
on Saturday the 12th.
This is a draft of the op-ed,
This is a draft of the op-ed,
still subject to revision for your information.
still subject to revision for more information.
People's mic
People's mic
off.
off.
I have a pretty loud voice, so I'm going to try to read this letter real quick on behalf of Tennessee op-ed piece here. It says by Dick Williams and Elizabeth Wright. Congress shall make no law respective of an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridge the freedom of speech or the press or the right of the people peacefully to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. First Amendment to the United States Constitution. Second paragraph. Tennesseans for fair taxation, quotations, TFS, Middle Tennessee Organization and Lobbyists, Bill Howe, and our Coordinator of Membership and Development, Megan Riggs, are among the 49 persons detained by the Tennessee Highway Patrol for exercising their First Amendment rights on Legislative Plaza. When they were detained, Bill Howe was reading the Declaration of Independence aloud with the people's might, provided by the others who were willing to give up their freedom to protect their First Amendment rights. Bill is also one of the named plaintiffs in the lawsuit filed by the ACLU of Tennessee on behalf of Occupy Nashville and all citizens of Tennessee. Third paragraph. TFT assigned Megan and Bill to reach out to Occupy Nashville before the first rally on October 6th and build relationships to determine the common ground between TFT's Revenue with Justice for All mission and Occupy's values. They have found a broad congruence between the values of the two organizations. It has become clear that TFT also represents the 99%. Fourth paragraph. The temporary restraining order issued by federal judge Alita Trauger guarantees that citizens can return to Legislative Plaza to exercise their constitutional rights, at least until November 21st. Therefore, TFT invites all civic organizations to come to Legislative Plaza on Saturday, November 12, 2011, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. to celebrate and exercise their First Amendment rights and to show appreciation to Occupy Nashville and ACLU Tennessee for their vigorous defense of those rights. This invitation is extended to all civic groups, educational, social, religious, scientific, media, neighborhood, labor, business, political, civil rights, etc. All are welcome. Space for tables is available on a first-come, first-served basis. Occupy Nashville is planning their regular meeting General Assembly at 1 p.m. and a rally and march at 2:30 p.m. Occupy Nashville now has portable toilets and trash containers on site. Fifth paragraph. Everyone will be welcome in the same spirit of hospitality and friendship that Occupy Nashville extended to the Vanderbilt Republicans who made a visit to Occupy's General Assembly last Thursday. The LA Times noted that the Love Fest should not have been a surprise given that Nashville has been a consistent leader for destination for travel and leisure magazines as the home of America's friendliest people. Paragraph 6. Bring your card table, your literature, your people, your tent, your ideas, your food, and non-alcoholic beverages and some to share. Present workshops, teach-ins, or discussion groups. Leave your weapons. Oh, leave that out. Okay. There will be children present. So what's your language? The First Amendment is about peaceful assembly. TFT will be there with our message about revenue with justice for all and untaxed groceries, tax the wealthy. Last paragraph. This will be a spontaneous, lively, diverse, and informative gathering and probably a bit unorganized. But when all is said and done, isn't that what our republic looks like at its best? Come and exercise your First Amendment rights like our muscles and brains. If we don't use them regularly, we risk losing our First Amendment rights. Conclusion. Let's get that thing out. Let's make videos.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Hey everybody, my name's John.
Hey everybody, my name is John.
I just want to announce to you all.
I'm glad you are all here.
Together we can change everything.
Together we can change everything.
That's the beautiful part of being American.
That's the beautiful part of being American.
Across this country, all of the movements
are working together to use the consensus
process
are working together to use the consensus process
to try to establish a way to create a national consensus process.
Establish a way to create a national consensus process.
I invite any of you to come and talk to me
I invite any of you to come and talk to me
about how to be a part of this process.
about how to be a part of this process.
I would particularly appreciate help
I would particularly appreciate help
from anybody in facilitation
from anybody in facilitation
and people in outreach.
and people in outreach.
But really any of you,
Any of you.
as all of your voices and opinions are valuable.
All your voices and opinions are valuable.
I don't have all the answers,
I don't have all the
but
answers,
maybe you all do.
but maybe you all do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
You want to go across the stage and talk to Adam? Mic check.
Mic check.
This soapbox is going to be presented from Vernon.
This soapbox is going to be presented from Vernon.
It's going to be a little bit different
It's going to be a little bit different
because we're going to do this like a TTY relay.
because we're going to do this like a TTY relay.
You're going to hear my voice,
You're going to hear my voice,
but the words are from Vernon.
but the words are from Vernon.
Please be patient.
Please be
There
patient.
will be a slight delay
There will be a slight delay
as he communicates to me,
as he communicates to me,
and I act as his human mic.
and I act as his human mic.
Please keep the mic on for this soapbox.
Keep the mic on for this soapbox.
What I want is clean, free energy.
What I want is clean, free energy.
We would start with solar or wind power
We will start with solar or wind power
into electric,
Into electricity.
electricity into hydrogen
electricity
into hydrogen
and oxygen
and oxygen
by electrolysis.
by electrolysis.
Burn hydrogen,
Burn hydrogen,
get water back.
get water back.
Thank you.
Thank you. If anybody ever wants to get on soapbox or make an announcement,
Anybody ever wants to get on soapbox or make an announcement?
but they have a condition that makes it hard for them to speak,
But they have a condition that makes it hard for them to speak.
please come talk to a vibes checker,
Please come talk to a vibes checker.
and we will provide a TTY
And we will provide a TTY
human mic service for you.
human mic service for you.
I'm Linda.
I'm Linda.
I'm announcing for the lady with the red hair.
I'm announcing for the lady with the red hair.
I'll check off. I can do this. She's representing Nancy Griffith, who supports the Occupy movement across the nation. Nancy Griffith is going to different Occupies and filming a video. She would like us to be a part of the film, but it wouldn't be any talking or singing. Just have good people over kind of near the tents and hold up signs that say, hell no, we're the badges. She said it'd take about 2 minutes if y'all want to meet when the GA's over, back near the tents.
Thank you.
One more on soapbox, and then we will close then.
Hi, I think I can do this too. I'm Van Joy. I just got here from Occupy DC. Yes, I'm on my way to Occupy Atlanta. You might have seen me drive my truck through here. That's my truck.
Hey, truck.
And I want to say everyone all over the country is so proud of Nashville. And whether you are aware of it or not, people are watching what you're doing, how you're fighting and getting inspired. So I just want to thank you so much for doing that. And I want to also put in your minds, eventually we all have to go to DC. I'm sorry to say that, but we do. So we're planning a March 8th, International Women's Day occupation in front of the White House.
Yeah.
Okay, so watch out for that. Women against killing and other people. Okay, so let's do it. Thank you.
That's cool.
Mike off. What's
Mike
up, everybody? I'm Reason. I helped Chris and Bill. We put together a solar panel station up here. I think you guys have probably seen it. I noticed somebody's cell phone was plugged into it. So anytime that it's not out in the sun out here in the main plaza, it'll be over by the media tent. I just wanted to say that at the end of the GA, I'm going to roll it over there, so whoever's phone that is, they can probably find it there. That's not the main reason I'm up here. A couple things have been brought up to me about a family day. There's a couple people that they're like our big time supporters, and they can only come out on the weekend, that sort of thing. And they've got
Yeah, it's all the Tennessee Titans football games, and they're buzzing the Titan Stadium guys. Kickoff time, 3 o'clock.
Family activities or anything. I thought maybe if we could find a projector, that'd be pretty cool. We could do like a movie night inside the War Memorial in there. That'd be cool. And that would keep all the kids together. You know, everybody would kind of be, you know, together. And then the parents could maybe come out and like, you know, take part in some of the working groups, the GA or whatever. You know, if somebody's got like, I don't know, daycare credentials or whatever. You know, I don't know, but
Yes, Sean, it
how
is.
we would work that out. But it has been brought up several times, so I think that would be something very useful that we could get together with outreach or direct action to get that going.
That's that.
Hi guys, so that's our GA for right now. We're going to make our way back over to the media tent, and we're going to cut this off now and save it, and we'll see you in a few.